Continuing from the previous step, we need to assemble all parts together. Take the back piece that was sewn earlier, spread it out, and smooth it flat as much as possible. Do the same for the belly piece. First, confirm the right side, the furry side is the front. Fully spread out the furry fabric, and tuck the lining fabric inward so that they lie together. Also prepare the teeth piece. Take the back piece, place it with the furry side facing up, and smooth it out neatly. Tuck the tail on the back piece inward. Position it horizontally with the eyes on the right and the tail on the left, which will make it easier to stitch later. Then take the teeth piece, with the teeth side facing inward, and align it with the right marker point of the two marked points on the back piece. Taking the belly piece, with the pink side facing right, and align the pink edge with the same marker point. Refer to the diagram for placement. It's very important to make sure everything is aligned properly. Once aligned, take the needle and thread, already knotted, and pass the needle through all 3 layers at the marked point. First, locate the point where the pink and white fabrics meet. There will be a knot left from a previous step. Insert the needle into the gap next to that knot. Then, pass the needle directly through the hole in the very corner of the teeth fabric. Next, for the backside section, pass the needle through the hole on the right side near the 2 marking points close to the eye. After passing through all layers, pull the thread tight. For the next stitch, you will also need to pass through all 3 fabric layers. As before, it is more precise and convenient to go through them 1 layer at a time. Important, make sure all layers are aligned perfectly. Missing a layer here will affect the alignment of subsequent marking points. Once the needle has passed through all layers, pull the thread tight again. Continue sewing the next few stitches in the same way, using the same method, until you reach the center point of the pink fabric, then pause. When you reach the center point, you will encounter the sewn seam of the blue fabric. For this stitch, first pinch the sewn edge of the blue fabric's center seam, then pass the needle directly through the point in the very corner of that seam. After passing the needle through, smooth and arrange the 3 layers of fabric, then continue stitching. While pulling the thread, you can gently adjust and straighten the fabric. No need to knot the thread. Proceed directly to the next stitch. This stitch will only join the belly and the back, 2 layers of fabric. Once the stitch next to the adjacent marked point is complete, take any piece from group A. Position it with its unsewn side facing up, lying flat and parallel. The already sewn part should curve upward toward the tail direction. Insert it backward, inside out, into the gap between the 2 fabric layers you just stitched, making sure all unsewn edges are aligned neatly. This stitch is the same as when you previously sewed the back. You must pass the needle through both fabric layers and the inserted group A component. Be careful to keep everything aligned. Check frequently by turning the work over to ensure you haven't missed any marked points. Use the same stitching method described above until group A is completely attached. For the very last stitch, sew only the belly fabric to the point corresponding to the marked point on the right side. If you do not pay attention to arranging the fabric, it can end up like this, hard to find the right position. Be sure to frequently straighten and arrange the fabric. Here, use the same method as when sewing the center seam earlier. Pinch the center seam and pass the needle through the point at the edge. Align, then continue sewing. For the stitch that reaches the midpoint, first pass the needle through the 2 layers of fabric. Because the 2 points on the sewn back piece are connected and count as the same point, you should skip it and start sewing from the next point. After that, continue sewing normally until you reach the next marked point. At this marked point, you will pass the needle through the needle hole at this mark and the needle hole in the farthest corner of the belly fabric piece opposite it. Then, pinch the sewn edge where the 2 white fluffy pieces of the belly fabric meet, and pass the needle through. Next stitch, pass through the second needle hole on the belly piece and the next marked needle hole on the blue fabric piece. After completing this stitch, pause and take out the remaining group A parts. Similarly, place the piece with the unsewn edge facing up, lying parallel. The sewn part should curl upward toward the tail direction. After confirming the orientation, tuck it inside, aligning the unsewn edges. Continue sewing to join these 3 layers of fabric together. The next stitch is the same. Repeat until all 3 fabric layers are securely attached. For the final stitch, insert the needle into the hole indicated by the next marked point. This stitch only joins the belly and the back. Continue sewing. The main seam is actually finished here, but for extra stability, you may choose to add a few more stitches. Don't forget to tie a knot. Once done, it should look like this. You can check it against the video for reference. After confirming everything is correct, turn the whole piece inside out through the opening in the head. Now you can adjust the belly and mouth areas to shape the space where your finger will go. After turning and arranging, it should look like this. Check all the parts. The shark's two small hands should be pointing backward. The fin should also face backward, and the tail should curve upward. Take the polyester stuffing from the material pack and fill it through the remaining opening. You can use tweezers to help,